रुक चोरनी बिल्ली, मैं तुझे छोड़ूंगा नहीं। तूने मेरा आइसक्रीम चुराया है ना?
मैंने वो आइसक्रीम अपने बाबू को दे दिया। वो मजे से बैठकर खा रहा होगा तुम्हारा आइसक्रीम।
क्या? तूने मुझे बेवकूफ बनाया? अब मैं तुम्हारे उस बाबू को मारूंगा। मैं जा रहा हूँ उसे मारने।
अरे ये बंदर तो बाबू को मारने जा रहा है। मुझे उस बंदर को रोकना होगा। ये सब आइसक्रीम तो दिखने में बड़े ही टेस्टी लग रहे हैं। बड़ा मजा आएगा खाने में। पहले एक को खाता हूँ। अरे वाह वाह, बड़ा ही मीठा आइसक्रीम है और ठंडा भी है। मैं तो पूरा खा जाऊंगा। अरे रुक जाओ बंदर भाई, मेरे बाबू को मत मारना।
वो रहा इस बिल्ली का बाबू, बड़े मजे लेकर मेरा चार आइसक्रीम खा रहा है। अब इस डंडे से उसकी पिटाई करूंगा। रुक जा बे बिल्ली का बच्चा, मेरे आइसक्रीम को मत खा, उसे मुझे दे दे।
बाप रे, बंदर तो मेरे बाबू को मारने जा रहा है। अब क्या करूं? अगर मैं बंदर के पास गई तो वो मुझे भी मारेगा डंडे से। अरे वो बंदर तो मेरे ही तरफ आने लगा अपना आइसक्रीम लेने के लिए। अब जल्दी जल्दी खा जाता हूँ सभी आइसक्रीम को।
अरे वो बिल्ली का बच्चा तो मेरे आइसक्रीम को जल्दी जल्दी खाने लगा। अबे बिल्ली का बच्चा, मत खा मेरा आइसक्रीम।
जल्दी वहाँ से भाग बाबू, ये बंदर तुम्हें मारने के लिए जा रहा है। वाह वाह, मजा आ गया आइसक्रीम खाकर। जल्दी भाग बाबू। अरे बाप रे, बंदर नजदीक आ गया, भागता हूँ।
मेरा पूरा आइसक्रीम खा गया तू बिल्ली का बच्चा। अब तो मैं तुझे उठा उठा कर पटकूंगा।
भागता रहो बाबू और तेज भाग। वो बंदर तुम्हारे पीछे ही है।
कितना भी तेज भाग ले तू मुझसे बच नहीं पाएगा। मैं तुझसे तेज दौड़ता हूँ।
वो बंदर मेरे बाबू को मारने के लिए दौड़ा रहा है और मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर पा रही हूँ। आज मैं उस बंदर को छोड़ूंगा नहीं। इस कुदाल से खूब मारूंगा उसे। लेकिन कहाँ चला गया वो बंदर? कहीं दिख ही नहीं रहा। मम्मी जल्दी कुछ करो ना और मुझे बचाओ, नहीं तो ये बंदर मुझे पकड़ लेगा। भागते रहो बाबू, तभी तुम बचोगे। तब तक मैं कुछ सोचती हूँ। वो रहा वो चोर बंदर। वो उस बिल्ली के बच्चे को दौड़ा रहा है पकड़ने के लिए। अब मैं चुपके से वहाँ जाकर इस कुदाल से उसको मारता हूँ।
कब तक भागेगा तू बिल्ली का बच्चा? मैं तुझे पकड़ लूंगा।
अब तू बचेगा नहीं बंदर। रुक जा बंदर का बच्चा, मैं तुझे छोड़ूंगा नहीं। तू मेरा चार आइसक्रीम चुरा कर खा गया, उससे मेरा बहुत नुकसान हो गया।
अरे अब ये आइसक्रीम बेचने वाला लौंडा कहाँ से आ गया? अरे बाप रे, इस लड़के के हाथों में तो कुदाल है। अगर वो उससे मुझे मार दिया तो मैं तो टेढ़ी बोल जाऊंगा। अब क्या करूं? चलता हूँ, जल्दी से पेड़ पर चढ़ जाता हूँ। बाद में पकड़ूंगा इस बिल्ली के बच्चे को।
तू पेड़ पर चढ़कर मुझसे बच नहीं पाएगा बंदर।
चल भाग जा यहाँ से लड़का, नहीं तो मैं तुझे काट लूंगा।
तो आना सारे नीचे, मुझे काट ला। देख रहा है ना तू ये कुदाल? मार दूंगा तुझे इससे।
तूने मुझे सारे कहा, अब देख तू रुक।
तू ये ले।
बाप रे, बाल बाल बच गया, नहीं तो आज उस कुदाल से कटने ही वाला था।
बाबू अब जल्दी चल घर में। हाँ चलो मम्मी।
अरे वो लड़का, तुम्हारा 4 आइसक्रीम मैंने नहीं खाया, उसे तो बिल्लियों ने मुझसे छीनकर खा लिया।
लेकिन मुझसे तो आइसक्रीम तुमने ही छीना था, इसीलिए मैं तुझे ही मारूंगा।
आइसक्रीम भी नहीं खा पाया और अब कुदाल से पिटने भी वाला हूँ दादा रे।
नीचे उतर बंदर का बच्चा।
अब तुझे कौन बचाएगा लौंडा?
भागो रे दादा, बंदर आ गया।
वो वो लड़का तो भाग गया। अब चलता हूँ उस बिल्ली के बच्चे को सबक सिखाने। घर से बाहर निकल बिल्ली का बच्चा, मैं तुझे इस बार पेड़ पर ले जाकर वहाँ से फेंक दूंगा।
For that they had been subject, there was, however, scene of history in Bent literature. He was also a movement, but he was soon back seen with Dr. Thorndyke of Inspector Fish. He was not nation of long years of experience, technology, teaching our performance, classical scholars, indeed, the thought of literature and Greek for more edited languages for which English gentlemen thought of no a few publications than as living tones that has even been spawned by living peoples. He likes the short loading article in the Times introduce a few tasks that they recognized to be among the swings dwindling number of people who understand such things was the hint and kind of search and values. Frequently, it recently of his faith, one of the chief benefit to the drive that their classification education so that he lived at Mr. Weekend was his quite enjoyment of reading and talking in the remember in one of the men and hold and only the direction of qualified fairly active for his drinking tea recognize calories by using sap him corrections for his next edition of the Brookfield direction writing his occasion letters in their speeder that was legal scrub. He had new masters to as well as the number. There were two of them through team and all were leaving from their visit. One of them communicated good characters. That old boy, it's he all that focus about mixing in the tea typing bachelor if more than there was one. He was, which was oddly incorrect, struggling. But Chip was not a bachelor at all. He had married through in it was so long age that none of the staff at Brookfield could remember his. There came to him, stirred by the warmth of the fire and the gentle armful of tea, a throat struggler recollection of the old time spring. That spring in 1896 he was 48 in age, at which a performance of habits brings be. He had just been appointed housemate was the end his the summer vacation of want up to. He had made himself warm and busy corner of life during the summer vacation. He went up to his Lake District in great wonder of collection. His something business chips street on along the western heat strength of the diagonalities like this. Thinking she was difficult to historic rival he felt, but in longer so split himself and distance in twinkling as a star of out She was not indifficult but was similarly and the collection of pretty goods that the Thompson's record including enabled role was one of which held much realized for this not education of women on great global but having incurrently one of scam of the needs masculine help. He was even more trifling that he should turn to the table by helping him, for she what did she and her friend had to he could scarcely walk, and it was a hard job getting him down to strike on whistles. Her name was Catherine Brigest. He was 25 years old, enough to be chief's daughter's encourage. She had blue, flashing eyes and freckled cheeks and smooth, colored hair. She too was staring at a farm on holidays with a girlfriend, and she considered herself responsible for Chip's accident. She was to bicycle along on side of the lake to the house. It was the quite middle-aged, serious-looking man Larry starting playing at first and become she rode a bicycle and was unfair to visit a man alone in a farmhouse sitting room, wondered eagerly that the world he was come to his Spain put in his Mercury, and this is the Catherine. Gordon is out of the job with a little money saved up. She wrote and admired. She believed that woman out of the admit of the university. Admitted to his university, she was never people like Burnt Shaw and William worries all her ideas and opinion. He poured out to chips during the summer vacation, and first thing of out wheels connected them. Her friendly one they was still with cold you do in personally chips, though he was in holidays at the steps of comfortable in sit of down, focus in the sunlight and the green brown majority in able stars. Chips. He had never met alone with her, always thought that the making him practically like fond of the glimpse in the safety bicycle. She had always thought age and cleaning her. Interest and attention for him more than young of age. She likes him internally because he was hard to get to know, because he had gentle and quite mineral, because his opinion did from a utility impossible events that law. Of course I should like you chips too, she said when he learned that he was nickname at school with a wicked bear head over heels in love before kids could walk without stick. They considered themselves engaged and Hindu married in London a week before the beginning of the Antonium train. That's the chapter of 5 in chips.